Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here, glad to have you here. First off, I have to say that Ryan's video last night looking at the Unisearch tool was an amazing video. If you hadn't watched it yet, please do so. And I am going to follow right in the lines with the most powerful search engine ever created right there called the Unisearch tool. It's all about overvalued stocks. There's a lot of them, and many of you won't touch those stocks because they are overvalued. Well, what if I tell you that just because a stock is overvalued doesn't make it a bad stock? It just means that you have to pay a premium to own it. And if enough people are willing to pay the premium, what do they know that you don't know? And tonight we're really going to talk about overvalued stocks and how to find the best overvalued stocks, since there's so many of them out there. So if that is something that you're interested, let's get right into the software. All right. From here, we're going to go straight to that Unisearch tool. We're in the Unisearch tab. There's a search in a group called Searches, Special Searches. In that group, you will find a search called Glamour stocks. This is something that Dr. DeLito and I worked on a lot of years ago in regards to approaching the idea that people are saying these stocks are overvalued, I'm not going to touch them, but only to watch them go up immensely in price over time. And like, how do I find the right ones? And tonight we're going to talk about that. So we're in the Unisearch tool. The Glamour stocks looks at stock price, split adjusted, greater than stock value times 2. These are really overvalued stocks. Now, why would I want to take advantage of these overvalued stocks? You're going to understand why in a second. Now, part of what we're looking for is making sure that the earnings per share is greater than 1. Why? Because earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. I want to make sure that these stocks that are overvalued in a big way at least have positive earnings, since that's the engine that drives it. Now, this is the important kicker. It's the sort. We're going to sort these stocks with the highest relative value at the top, sorted all the way down. Now, what does that do for me? These stocks are overvalued by 2 times, but these stocks should outperform the AAA corporate bond over the next 1 to 3 years. These stocks have upside. So now, knowing that the stocks are overvalued but have good upside, now brings to the forefront, wow, somebody knows something about these stocks that we don't know because they have high relative values. And that's the purpose behind Glamour stocks. Price, split adjusted, is greater than stock value times 2. Times 2. So big time overvalued, positive earnings, but sorted by RV, so the stocks that have the best combination or have the best ability to outperform a AAA corporate bond are at the top of the list. I'm going to run it as of right now. And as I look, we can see Freshpet, Make My Trip, Arginex. Some of these stocks you definitely know. Spotify, way overvalued. How about Robinhood and AppLovin? These stocks are killing it, but they are way overvalued. Now, look at these relative values. All of these relative values are above 1. These stocks, looking at Freshpet, should outperform a AAA corporate bond by 53% over the next 1 to 3 years. Make My Trip should outperform a AAA corporate bond by 50%. Spotify should outperform by 45%. AppLovin by 44%. Robinhood by 44%. And again, some of these stocks are killing it right now, but this search finds those overvalued stocks that have great upside potential. Now, that's running it as of today. I am going to track this going forward in a new portfolio for 2025 called Glamour stocks, but we'll get there in a second. Now, another reason why I brought this video to the forefront is in one of my last videos, I asked you, what did you want to see? A video on overvalued stocks or a video on momentum plays? It was pretty close, but overvalued stocks beat out. So probably next week, I'll do another momentum play, depending on what the market is doing. Talking about that, keep in mind, the market is still trying to move higher, even though all this tariff stuff is going on. I'm going to tell you, even with these stocks, be careful, make sure you have good stops on them, because all it takes is for the market to turn around on a dime. And even these stocks that are widely sought after will be affected. So keep in mind the market conditions. So I ran it as of today, what it looks like. I want to go back in time. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the year. We're still close to the beginning of the year. Let's go run this as of January 2nd, 2025. We're going to click run. Let's see what stocks were there. Make My Trip was still there again. AppLovin back then still. Freshpet, Spotify. Notice that a lot of the same stocks that are being shown today are stocks that were being shown before. Some different stocks in here as well. Pinduoduo, I remember, that's not PDD, that's PODD, not PDD. All right, oh, there's PDD, there's Pinduoduo. Notice that at the time, though, it was a sell recommendation. All right, let's see what these stocks did on the first trading day of January all the way up until right now. We're going to look at the top 10, quick test the top 10. Look at that. Remember, folks, these are two-time overvalued stocks, two-time, and we held them for a month. 13% gain, 7 winners, 3 losers. One of the losers, ALAB, was down 33%. This is where stops come in place. There's no reason why you should never let a stock go against you 33%. But look at Spotify, AppLovin, Duo, Pinduoduo. Look at these stocks, double-digit winners. Out of 10 stocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them were double-digit winners, and they're grossly overvalued. The key is what VectorVest provides for you, that RV value. All right, annualized, look at that, annualized up to 110%. Goodness gracious, blew the market out the water, 3, 6, 9, 12, by 3 times. By 3 times. All right, let's go run it more current. Let's go to the first trading day of February 3rd. All right, February 3rd, let's run it. Now, you're going to find something here. Notice in the top 10, one of the stocks, ALAB, which was the biggest hit, is now a sell recommendation. Well, I'm going to show you something here. See if holding the sell recommendation works or doesn't work. 2-3, we ran it as of 2-3. Let's do a quick test of the top 10. 4.57%. All right, we got 5 winners, 5 losers. We still outperformed the market. Didn't do nearly as well in the month of February. Let's see if we can make this better. 4.57%, right? Let's go put in here stocks, capital appreciation, recommendation, not equal to a sell. Let's take that sell out. See if it works. All right, let's take that sell out. Very simple to make. Recommendation not equal to, back and forth on these indicators means not equal to a sell. When I run it, that sell's going to go away. Let's go see if we can make this better. 4.57%. Again, this is just since the beginning of February. Quick test top 10. Look at that. Taking out the sell makes a difference. 6.74%. Now we got 1 extra winner than we had. So we got 6 winners, 4 losers. Look at these. The MMYT and the Freshpet. Actually down double digits, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks that are up double digits, annualized 223%. This is just for this month, folks. Just for this month, blowing the VectorVest composite out of the water. Blowing it out of the water. So the purpose of this video is to show you that just because a stock is overvalued doesn't mean it's a bad stock, and keeping that thinking can keep you away from making some money. This is just a basket of 10 stocks over the, not even a full month, beating the britches off of the VectorVest composite, double-digit winners, and there you go. There's a lot of stocks, and let's go to the Viewers tab real quick, and I'm going to go to the Stock Viewer. This is all of the stocks in the database sorted by VST. Now, not all of these stocks are going to be overvalued. Some of these are going to be undervalued, as you can see that they are. But, well, how about HIMS? HIMS is overvalued, also moving. InnoData, overvalued, still moving. The beautiful thing about this is, even as I look at all of these stocks and I look at the VSTs and all of the stocks that are overvalued and so on, how about being able to use the power of the VectorVest software to hone in out of the over 9,400 stocks to see which stocks are overvalued that you don't need to be afraid of? That's key, because again, a lot of you are not going to touch the overvalued stocks. Well, VectorVest mantra is to have you in safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price in a rising market. But I am going to tell you, for those of you who are willing to take advantage of the stocks that are rocking and rolling, that are overvalued, now VectorVest is now showing you a way to find the best ones to take advantage of, and it's looking at that indicator RV. RV is the stock's ability to outperform a AAA corporate bond over the next 1 to 3 years. It's going to prove to be a very powerful indicator when looking at stocks that are overvalued. And remember, just because they're overvalued doesn't make them bad stocks. It just means that you have to pay a premium to own that stock. So we've covered the gambit from undervalued stocks to overvalued stocks. There's plenty of ways to make money in the market no matter what the market is doing. But keep in mind, with the market's conditions, just have good tight stops on these, because even the overvalued stocks or undervalued stocks can be affected by a big reversal in the market. Folks, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Let me know, was it worth it to go see the overvalued video? Was it to your expectations? For those of you who are brand new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted, because between Ryan and I, folks, this tool is so powerful, and we try to give you all the information that you need to know just how powerful this tool is. Folks, this video is over, and until the next time, see ya.